All right, good morning, everybody. Today we're looking at HPCO, looking pretty good here. We've got a nice run up from 226 to a high of 386, so quite a bit of range. It looks like we've been consolidating for the rest of the morning here since the run up, but that doesn't mean it won't continue up. Peggy also looks interesting, going from $4.89 to a high there of 625. Sitting up pretty high right now. We might see a dip on this, but I'm not entirely convinced on that. ADTX is also looking pretty good here. We've got some lows here, about $3 with highs of just under 380. This could pick back up and start to run. I'm not really sure what this is going to do on open, so I'll have to keep an eye on that. We also have PPSI, which is looking pretty good, starting out around 245 with a high there of 360. So again, we've got some good range on a couple of these things. This one's also looking half decent. AGFY is looking all right as well, going from lows of about 45 cents to highs of about 68 cents. So again, good range. Nice consolidation. We're right on that 200 right now, so we'll just have to wait and see if this picks up. NCMI just gave us a couple candles here that look pretty decent, so this could be another thing that starts to run. But besides that, we're just going to have to wait for the open here and see what happens. Might have a couple other things pop up as well. Got things popping up and leaving the scanner all morning, so we'll take a couple more things here. Aim. Yeah, it doesn't look good right now. There's golf. We've played golf before. This one doesn't look too bad. At least there was some movement early on. Maybe we'll come back to that. ATXG. CGen. Silver is something we played quite a bit. Yeah, Kenji, not looking good either. ETL. Yeah. So it looks like we've got all the right things to look at right now. Some other things are some runners from yesterday. So we've got Lays, IMUX. IMUX isn't looking too bad. I mean, obviously it's taken a bit of a drop today, but man, look at that from yesterday though. We went from just under $6 to a high there of almost 10, so almost 100% gains throughout the day. So good thing we're seeing a little bit of a pullback here. This could end up picking back up. Yeah, IMUX is looking pretty decent. So maybe we'll leave this one open. We could see some movement on this. And then there's SCPH. We didn't end up playing this yesterday, but again, saw pretty good gains later on the afternoon here. We saw lows here of 412 to highs of just about $6. But market's opening up now. HPCO is looking good. Voice is sounding muffled. Hang on. How's that? Good. All right, HPCO looks like it's probably going to go here, so let's go ahead and get in HPCO. I'm probably going to be looking to see a little bit more of a pullback here. Yeah, so probably 340, maybe 345. We're going to go for, I'd like to hit like a big one, like $4. And then we're going to give it a decent size stop here and probably have like maybe a 335 stop. Well, that's not really a big stop. To me, that's a big stop. But that's basically what we're doing on this trade. We're going to go with the 335 stop. We'll see how that goes. Peggy's also jumping up really nicely, so I do want to look to get into Peggy as well. So we're probably going to have to get in around 620. We might get a little better, but I doubt it. We're going to go for at least 680 on this, and probably at least a $6 stop. I would actually like to go as far as 590. I think I'm going to give it the 590. Trying to learn to give things a little bit more room, a little bit more risk, but could potentially be more reward as well. ADTX, lots of volatility here, almost hitting that 200 EMA. PPSI looking like it's also going to curl up, which is nice. That's good to see. AGFI, a little bit of volatility here. NCMI dropping. We do have IMUX starting its run. SCPH here not really doing a whole lot. I am curious about this one, though. We'll have to come back to that because I don't want to take too many plays at the same time here. Peggy, 650 currently. So, a slight opportunity on Peggy to get in. I wouldn't say the greatest opportunity, but if he did, this does look like a pretty clear momentum play. So, Yeah, that would be the momentum right there, all the way up to 670. So I'm gonna go ahead and take some profits. 670. Oh, we guess 680 now. Basically 680. I got him somewhat high here, but it looks like it's not mattering because we're just jumping up. I can't even. There we go. All right. HPCO stopping us out. We'll see if this bounces off the 200. Maybe we'll take a play off that. Peggy looks like it's going to come back down. ADTX hasn't broken through that resistance yet. PPSI breaking down. Let's get back to IMAX here. Looks like it's holding on that 200 so far, but I do think this is going to hit, yeah, a little bit more of a pullback. Could see the stop here around the VWAP, but no, we have a much harder breakdown there. Okay, so if we're looking at this, we might see some resistance or support here. 790-ish, 795, something like that. Might see this bounce back up. Is it worth jumping in on that? Could be worth the risk. So we're going to go IMAX. 790-ish, could be $8. Yeah, let's go for like maybe just an 840 PT to start, and then we'll go for a 7. Give it a 770. I don't think we're gonna need that much room, and I think I'd probably pop before that, but having that extra room is not always a bad thing. This is definitely volatile. All right, 814. So we're on our way back up. HPCO, nice bounce. Peggy, still volatile, still heading up a little bit here. ADTX starting to take off as well. So we're probably going to want to wait for a slight pullback here before we get in on that. HPCO looking pretty good. I would like to say there's a possibility for an entry around 320. So I'm going to go HPCO about 320. I'm going to aim for about 360 on this because I think, you know what, we could even probably hit 380 on it. And then we're going to go with maybe a 310 stop. Let's give it a 305 stop. So it is a pretty big stop loss on this one this time, but there's a reason for that. We want our stop below that 200 if we can help it. Yeah, there was no bottom here, so that kind of worries. Well, there's a couple wicks there, so I guess there's some sort of support in that area. ADTX still sitting pretty high. PPSI looking like it's curling up again. IMAX back down to about $8. So if you were looking for that entry, you're probably getting pretty close here. Let's see. Loco, PPSI, Kanji, AUTL, ADTX. Looks like we're playing the right stuff here. So we should be okay. HPCO coming down a little bit. Let's see, am I missing anything? Yep. Did I jump into HPCO higher? Yes, a little bit higher. I would have liked to have hit 320, but it's not looking super feasible right now, so you had to get in kind of where you could get in. Peggy looks like it's going to come back down. I wouldn't mind getting a re-entry on Peggy. I sold quite a bit there, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but if it starts running again, I don't have a lot to keep scaling out over and over. ADTX. I'm waiting to see if it breaks down from here. Yeah, there we go. So we're back near the low. 325. Yeah, that was a bit more of a drop than I wanted to see. I kind of wanted to see a stop around 330 here. Upon bands opening up, maybe we leave this B for a little bit. AGFY heading down, PPSI heading up. Peggy's still looking like it wants to go. HPCO hitting around that 330 area. It does look like it wants to come back, so. We did just break bearish on this. But it does look good. For some reason, this looks good to me. So I think I'm going to try it. ADTX. We're going to go with a 3, I don't know, I guess 330 entry. Going to go for maybe a 360 PT and then a 3. Yeah, I guess we can only really afford a 320 stop out. Ideally, I would like to get a stop. No, we could do a 315. That might save us. I kind of like that. That's ADTX. $330. So IMAX is up near that 830 area. We can take a little bit of profit here. Not really a lot of profit there, only 30 cents or so, but we'll take a little bit off the table. HPCO, nice, 340, 342, 343. I'm going to take a little bit off the table on this too. HPCO, 340-ish. ADTX, also honestly with a pretty nice recovery there, all the way up to 340. Again, you know, for 10 cents up, make sure you're taking some profit. We hit 10 cents up, so everything's staying around like 340. Okay. HPCO looks like it needs to break through VWAP. That's the next thing for that. PPSI is dropping back down a little bit here. This could be a good thing. This could be a good entry. So we saw up to 844 on IMAX there. So again, you know, if you're comfortable with taking a little bit more off the table, just make sure you do that. Or if you didn't scale out the first time, now's a good time as well. Gonna move IMAX up here with these because might as well have it with the other ones that look good. ADTX hit 342 back down a little bit there. Peggy's heading down to VWAP and 20 EMA. And we do have HPCO looking like it did break through a little bit there, almost 350 on HPCO. So we're getting there, just nice and slow. Yeah, Peggy bounced off VWAP pretty nicely there. I'm still not really convinced it's gonna go further yet. I think it's gonna, yeah, I was gonna say, I think it's gonna drop again. MACD still pointed down, lower volume, less conviction on it right now, so we'll let it be. Broke through to 350, that's a nice number there. 353. Rejection. ADTX pushing again. IMAX is at 850, hit 862 there. Am I full in anything? No, I am not full in anything right now. I've taken profits on everything. I'm in everything, but I'm not full in everything. So we're actually well past PT on IMAX here. But we knew that was going to happen with this stock, so. Taking more profit, 860-ish. Just keep scaling it out. We're almost at 870, so anywhere along this line is pretty good for taking a little bit of profit. And we'll see where that goes. Peggy's bouncing again. See, now Peggy's starting to look a little bit better here. So I think I'm going to re-enter Peggy. Get another shake at this at 640-ish. We're going to go for 680. And then probably like a 620 stop. So 620 is pretty high up here. So this kind of worries me, but we're hoping this holds on the VWAP. If it doesn't hold on VWAP, we'll likely just cut before we even hit 620. HPCO, kind of picking back up after that rejection. We're at 870 on IMAX here, actually almost at 880. PPSI continues its breakdown. AGFI, actually really nice recovery there out of the blue. SCPH also kind of doing its thing right now, 515 to 560, so it's got a decent range to it. ADTX looks like it's going to go for it again, so we might see even higher numbers this time. Peggy with a nice bounce up to 650. Still waiting for HPCO to break at least 360 here. I think we can get more, but 360 would be a nice start. 340 on ADTX, 342. That's the high of last time. We need to break through. Looks like we're getting rejected. We have pretty much the same amount of buyers as sellers right now, so we should maybe be able to push through if we just get a couple more buyers on board. IMAX looking like it's probably going to be heading down. Yeah. ADTX not really getting there. Peggy with another drop down to VWAP. Getting very close to that zero threshold. That's not necessarily what we want to see. HPC with a nice solid little recovery there. Back up to VWAP, but we still need to break through and hold, which is kind of the main issue right now. Peggy's got a lot of support in this area. Every time we hit VWAP, we see a nice bounce really quickly and lots of buyers stepping up. So 660 is not bad. We could take 20 cents. Let's do that. Taking profit. Peggy, 660-ish. Okay, looking good there. And back down just like that. ADTX having a hard time breaking past that 342. IMAX might go for the 9 EMA bounce. That'd be the bullish thing to do. PPSI hitting a V or 200 right here. So this is another thing. It's holding a lot of volume right now. So this could be a good opportunity to jump in at 200 on PPSI. So let's go ahead with that. I'm going to go for 275. We're going to go for probably about $3 with a 2. I need to give it a little bit of room. Probably 265. That's a stop. If you can get lower than 275, even better. Broke that the 345 or 342 there. We're up to 345. Just need to break through VWAP here and we could see a bullish run. Not sure that'll happen right this second, but it's looking good. Harsh rejection there. HPCO still not breaking that VWAP. It's taking its sweet, sweet time. We are pulling that 9 EMA up, so we still have some bullish pressure here, but we need to break this. If we don't break this, we're going to be in trouble. Peggy up and down, not hitting higher than that 660 area, so again, we need a break there too. We saw the break on ADTX, but we saw a nice rejection off it as well. IMAX might be turning around here. HPCO, there's a nice little spike. We got back up to 352. What did I take profits at? 347. Okay, I still got some time before I have to take any profits on this. We just need to hold above this. We've got 42 seconds on this candle, so a lot of time to make or break it. Be very bullish if we can close above. ADTX with a nasty drop back down to 327. That could be an opportunity to buy in. We're right at that zero threshold. Is it worth it though? I mean, there's only like 10, 15 cents profit. I don't think I want to do that again. Not yet. IMAX bounces off that 9 EMA nicely. HPCO with another rejection coming back down. EGFI really flying here. Same with SH or SCPH. AGFI, I'd like to see it back down to VWAP. Maybe we can get an entry off that. We shall see. PPSI giving us that 275, but like I said, we could probably get a couple cents better here. We're hoping just a VWAP bounce or 200 EMA bounce. So 272. IMUX looking all right, I guess. I'm still kind of anticipating this is going to drop. Drop down right to VWAP there at 272. Good place to get in. Yeah, I'm in. And IMUX starting to break down to VWAP. We've got ADTX continuous drop. That's why I didn't want to pick up more shares here yet. HPCO looks like it's going to attempt again at maybe running, but we are bearish so far. Volume's just very sporadic on HPCO. Yeah, Peggy looking like it might try again to break that 660 area. I think it's going to. It's consolidated pretty heavily here. I think it's getting ready for its next run. There's 660. A little bit of a rejection. What ticker is the... Oh, well, I don't even know when you wrote that, so I can't even tell you what ticker it was. That was a big sell-off. I actually want to buy on that. I'm going to jump in. I'm going to put the alert now, but I'm also jumping in, I think. Peggy, about $6. Go for, again, we're going to try for about 660 on that. And probably 5. Just give it like 20 cents, so 580. I don't know if we quite hit $6. Yeah, we did hit $6, so 580 as a stop is pretty good. That was not a bad time to, or not a good time to be taking a sip of my coffee. Could have gotten a little bit better of an entry there. That's okay. Yeah, so we hit stop loss on it, which isn't terrible because we got some profits out of it, but then we got a much better entry. That was probably an institution selling off. Or somebody big selling off. Where did I get in that time? 602. Which isn't terrible. I mean, it did go down as low as like 594, but 602. I can't really complain at 602. 624, so 20 cents up on this. I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit of profit off the table. I guess 630. Sometimes you just gotta jump on opportunities when they present themselves. That was one of them. SCPH is like kind of flying. Like almost a whole dollar there, just past a whole dollar. AGFY is on its way back down. So we're still struggling on VWAP here. We saw up to 280 on PPSI, which is not bad. But I'd like a little bit more. IMUX is also hitting that VWAP. Are going to be, well, it looks like it's stopping on the 20 EMA this time, but we'll see. We saw up to 635 on Peggy, coming back down to the bottom band here. Bottom band is opening up, but I think we're pretty oversold at this point, so I think it's going to start picking back up. So I'm not really sweating it too much. Finger, we can take a look at. Actually, we can probably just close this chart down and change this. FIGR. Yeah, that one's looking pretty good. 790 to, yeah, almost a whole dollar. ADTX looking good. Good morning. HPCO looking like it is going to start coming back slowly, so we're still holding on to a lot of these things, and we're expecting them to come back and probably run a little bit stronger. All right, so this is where I'm interested in AGFY, if it can hold on this VWAP line. If it can't, it could just be a massive breakdown, but there's a possibility that it holds here. You think Peggy's too volatile? I guess we'll see. I don't think it's going to hit my 580 stop. Have to see a pretty massive knife. I mean, we did see a massive knife for sure. We just went from 660 all the way down to like, 65 cent drop there. FLJ, I'll take a look at FLJ. It's not looking too bad. There's not a lot of data to go off here, but 230 to 380. So it's got a nice range to it, that's for sure. I'll have to give it some time. We'll see what happens with that. 875 on finger, AGFI or AGFY looking like it's holding. We saw a breakdown on PPSI here, so probably stopping out. There was a chance for about 10 cents profit. I didn't take it. Probably should have, but that's okay. I'll take the stop out on it. IMAX here, nice. Well, it didn't have a run up to 860 here. It's back down to the 200 here at 830. Yeah, Peggy's struggling. I kind of anticipated a struggle on the way back up. It's probably having people a little scared. I think PPSI could still go, but it's just not giving us what we want to see here. AGFY still holding on the VWAP, which is good. Still a little worried about it. ADTX coming back, Peggy breaking through. We got 640 there. You could take it 640 if you didn't take it 630. Definitely make sure you take profits around 660 if we hit that. Still holding on to HPCO, I believe. Still got some left in there. Not enough conviction to buy more, but enough to hold what we got. Peggy looking half decent here. AGFY maybe bounces here. FLJ all the way back down to the 200. We're losing a lot of volume on HPCO, so that's why I'm not taking this opportunity to buy more. Am I still in Peggy? Yes. We're almost at 650 here, so that's 20 cents up from where I bought it. I'm good to take it. No problem, man. You're doing great. Way to go. Okay, so yeah, definitely taking profits here on Peggy. Do it. By do it, I mean trying to make myself type faster so I can get out of this with a little bit of money here. Not a little bit of money. It looks like it's going to be a lot of money, so. Okay. We've secured most of it. We still have a little bit left because this could be running into a halt or potentially already halted. Oh, WNW is actually halted. I forgot to check the halt scanner. Oops, WNW. This actually ran yesterday a little bit. I was taking a look at it. Yeah, not a little bit, like 86 cents all the way up to $1.26. Now we're up to $1.29. And we are halted on Peggy now. So we have some in there that's halted. Yeah, who saw that coming, eh? IMAX continues its breakdown. ADTX still struggling. HPCO still struggling. But Peggy's paying off finally. So there we go. That's something. AGFY broke down to the 200, and that's where I want to take this trade. I want to take a chance on AGFY. I was patient enough for it. So 0.56. Gonna go for a 0.64. And then a 0.52 stop loss. That makes sense. I do like that. Okay. Where are we right now? We're already up to 0.60. That happened so quickly. Yeah, the spread isn't even that bad on this. That was a huge jump out of nowhere. I got an okay fill. Not where I wanted to be, but Also not the worst. 0.56. 0.61. You know what? I'm taking profits. I don't know why I haven't taken profits on this yet. We're up pretty good on this. Taking some profits. AGFY 0.61. Couple cents right there. That's 5 cents. Peggy halted. HPCO. Little bit of gains. I have to close one of these down because I can't see the prices properly. But I don't know though, because like all of these look like they've got some sort of potential to them. Yeah, that's actually, I'll just close down ES for now. That's fine. Yeah, that was a fast one. I literally bought in, saw that I got a bad fill, and looked and saw that it was actually like 4 cents higher than my bad fill, so I guess it wasn't necessarily a bad fill. Well, a couple cents, not 4 cents, I guess. More like 2 cents. Market buy. We missed APDN. I don't even have a chart open for APDN. Let's take a look. I'm having a hard time typing today. That was a good run. Yeah, $1.90 all the way up to 250. Definitely. That one looks like it's about done on its run, though. You hope it'll break 350? I hope to see it at 380. That's where I want to see this. We have a lot of resistance to get through, but if we can start pushing to 370, I don't see why 380 is off the table. So Peggy halted at 656. So we've had 3 minutes in the halt. We've got another 2 minutes. ADTX is heading down. IMUX, yeah, it doesn't look great. We've got PPSI not doing much. We do have AGFY. Yeah, still not really going higher than 61 cents. Fingers kind of consolidating. We do have that gain happening on SCPH here. I'm not really quite sure I want to touch it. I mean, the VWAP bounce looked good, but we saw it way further down from that earlier, so. And FLJ looks like the big move is kind of done here. I could be wrong on that. What potential I see in it? Right now, it doesn't look very good. No. It was looking good for a VWAP bounce earlier, or a 200 EMA bounce earlier, but there's a lot of things going against this now. There's a lack of volume. It's in a major downtrend. You know, it's breaking good support areas. The only thing that's kind of going for it is we're seeing it near this low on this candle, right? So we're just a tiny bit lower. It's only wicks below it, so this could be the floor on this. So you could see this start to move back up. But besides that, there's not a whole lot going for it. Volume's pretty weak. AGFY back to 60 cents. Finger with a nasty drop. Peggy should have another minute to unhalt. We're at 345 here on HPCO. $346. Looking good. Closed above VWAP. That's what we want to see. It was halted, yes. It's unhalted now, so we'll see what happens here. 720, 740, 750, taking some more profits here. May get a little bit more here, but I'm gonna go ahead and lock in some at 750 since we're about 50 cents higher than my last lock in, and we'll let the rest run here. We'll see what happens with it. HPCO heading back down. IMAX looks like it is going to be picking back up, so you could take this as a play from 830 to, 860 or something. It's not huge gains, but it's something. WNW could go for another run. That was a very wild spike. We're still seeing volume. I'm holding so far. Peggy at 730. HPCO got rejected. Could this run up into another halt? Let's see. It's not looking likely. I feel like we should have already been there if we were going to do that. So keep that in mind. I wouldn't be holding on to a lot of shares here. That's for sure. IMAX heading back up now. We're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We only got one trade left, so we better make it a good one if we're going to do it. Yeah, ADTX definitely breaking down here. So, I mean, it could be a 200 EMA play. That is a possibility. I don't know why my stop isn't here, but it's 315. So that's what we're looking at for a stop on that. For the remainder, anyway. Peggy's holding pretty good up here, I gotta say. I thought this was going to start to come back down a little bit faster. Yeah, so we got one more trade we can take, and then we're basically waiting to close things out. Finger is such a nasty drop. Look at that, all the way down to the 200. Yeah, it's hard to tell any levels in this mess. I'm not quite sure I want to touch that. Yeah, PPSI did drop down a little bit further from that level, so this might not be a bottom. We could see it back down to 250s. Peggy looking like it's going to just keep going, I guess. ADTX very close to stopping us out on the remainder here. Bullish candles, I have to say, all the way down here, we've seen some bullish candles, which makes me believe I should be buying this. I think I'm going to buy it. I think this is going to be my final trade on ADTX. Yeah. I'm going to wait a minute because I want to be sure that it's breaking back above VWAP or 200. I don't know why I've been calling it VWAP like all day. IMOX back up. Where did we get into IMOX? Oh, $8. So like we're still up quite a bit from that. Looks like we're at 840 currently. Where did I take profits on that? 865. So we're good for a while here. Yeah, Peggy struggling a little bit. HPCO, nice jump there. We saw 340, 350 right there. Still waiting for that 380. I'll wait half an hour if I have to. My stop is pretty safe down there unless we hit VWAP or 200. Yeah, did it again there. PPSI continuing its breakdown. AGF wide looks like it might hit 0.62 here. Not quite where I want to see it. I kind of want to see it like 0.64 at least before I mean, like 0.63 might take out a little bit more. Yeah, ADTX just about didn't stop me out, but it got real close. It's probably going to the next time it touches then. Yeah, I'm not convinced yet that I want to buy into this. Now it'll run, you think? Maybe. Yeah, we saw it up to 354 there. It's on its way back down a little bit. No, what did I press there? I did not mean to press that. Oh, good escape works. Okay, good. Peggy with a nice drop down to the 9 EMA. We'll see if it bounces here. Stopping out on the remainder of ADTX. IMOX still looking good. PPSI still breaking down. We did see that 0.62 level on AGFY. Still have that one trade left, and I'm not convinced I want to put it into anything right now. Maybe HPCO if we drop back down to a reasonable level that I could make some money when it hits 650 again. Necro, why did you exit early on HPCO? I think that's actually bad luck for me. It's usually me exiting and then you holding things until you make the price target. The volume is very random, that's for sure. Could hit some buyer's exhaustion there. All of this whole thing looks pretty exhausted to me. I think I'm just being stubborn wanting 380. But you know what? I'm fine with that. I'm okay with being stubborn sometimes. We're not doing too bad today, so. We had 2 stop outs though. I would like to not hit a third red trade, that's for sure. IMUX 665, 865, 875. Looking to run. Could secure a little bit more here. Just take out a couple shares. All right, let's take out some here. That was a nice jump right there. I'm hoping Peggy goes again. I still have some left in there. Okay. Wow, I'm moving so slow today. Taking profits on IMUX 885-ish. I don't even know what I got out at on that. What did I get? Oh, 892. Not bad. Not bad. Near the top. I got pretty close to the top, actually. The spread's actually really small on this, which is nice. I'm almost saying that if we hit $9 and break through, this could go into a halt. Peggy does look like it wants to go. It's staying bullish on that 9 EMA. HPCO, I'm still holding it. Still holding it. Looks like we should have gotten a re-entry at like 820 here on IMUX. It was down there. I was saying that this looked like a decent opportunity. I didn't buy in, even though I was looking for a decent opportunity on a stock. There's a 0.65 on AGFY. We're going to take some profits. That was a nice jump there. That's another 4 cents. That's looking great. Peggy still looking good. HPCO still being stubborn about it. ADTX, it is coming back. The volume doesn't really look great to me though, so I don't really want to buy into that quite yet. We do have room to go higher on this too, right? We could get, if we break 812, I think we're back to bullish on this, like pretty bullish. And we could see, if we could see $10 today. Yeah, I did say it. I hate when I do that. I say it and then I don't do anything about it. Yeah, 912. I think it'll hit if it breaks 912. Yeah. I think it's 912. Well, it's actually more like 914. If we break 914, we'll be looking pretty good. We could see up to $10 pretty easily. Peggy's still looking good, so good on that. ADTX is not looking like anything. PPSI as well. AGFY, I'm kind of hoping for 0.70 now. That would be killer. W&W really hasn't. Well, I just totally missed that move, that's all. I thought it didn't go anywhere because last time I looked it was around this price, but it actually took a nasty dip and then ripped pretty hard. But I think I'm just gonna close it down because I don't want to. It's hard to watch something like that when it's got like no price action. You're sitting there and you're waiting for like a random ass spike for no reason. A lot of these are actually things I'm not really gonna play. Fingers just kind of hard to take a read on. The pre-market yesterday or yesterday's market was kind of everywhere. It was up and down and up and down and up and down. So I'm not really quite sure I want to try it. Yeah, I'm not gonna try it. Hit 0.65, just about. It just touched 0.66 there. Again, you could take a little bit more off the table of 0.66 if you want. IMUX still looking good here. 5 minute looks like it needs a pullback. HPCO attempt number 5. The 20 EMA. That would be, yeah, that wouldn't be too bad. I could stomach that. Broke 0.66 here. We might actually be heading up to 0.70. There's like a solid chance. Of Lays yesterday, yeah. 0.67, that's 2 cents higher. I'm going to take a little bit out there. Taking more profits on EGFY, 0.67. Just securing on our way up. You got your wish. Peggy literally dropped pretty much right down to the 20 EMA. Come on, push to 70. IMUX with a lot of selling pressure building, but it's not falling, which is definitely a good sign. Come on, HPCO. Let's go. You hope better with HPCO? Yeah. That last latest trade yesterday, 298 to 309. Yeah, it was okay. I have higher hopes for HPCO as well. I honestly don't know where I want to park my money right now. Like HPCO is too high. Peggy's too speculative. ADTX has no volume. IMUX is definitely too high to be dropping money on right now. You have Venmo. AGFY is just not an opportunity to buy in yet. I don't think it will be. Maybe it might just be another day with 9 trades. We did that yesterday. I mean, I might find one in the afternoon. I got really busy yesterday, so I looked for like, the first 10 minutes. I found some stocks that looked half decent, and then I didn't even get back to looking at things until like last hour of market. Yeah. Oh, to park the money? Yeah. Futures was lit. I haven't set my Blue Sky accounts yet. I got to do that. I accidentally did the same thing Soulburn did, and I let a couple of my failed evals renew, so I had to re-blow them and then cancel them. So I've been working on that. And unfortunately, it's harder than it sounds sometimes. You just YOLO into something and then you hit your goal instead of blowing it somehow. Which sounds like a good thing, but it is kind of unfortunate. Peggy's just not giving up. Got a lot of things today that I feel like has some potential going into the afternoon. You think this is the moment it's going to shine? I think it's got a lot of ground to make up. It's going to have to reach at least 330 before anybody looks at this as bullish. Oh, by the way, anyone looking to get the Odyssey Arc, it's on Amazon, like 500 bucks off, so not a bad deal. Did I buy it? No, because I'm still frugal and I can't even imagine spending that much on a monitor for whatever reason. It's all hype. I know it's all hype. I'm gonna get it, and then I'm gonna be like, this isn't as great as I thought it was gonna be. I don't know why I would spend that much on a monitor. It looks cool. It definitely looks cool. Maybe Black Friday. We'll see if it's got a better sale. I might. But as of right now, I don't know. I don't even have the space. I'd have to get rid of some of my monitors for it, and I don't know what I would do with them. Because they're all, honestly, they're pretty good monitors. I was gonna say we could do a giveaway for them or something. Then I have to ship them, and that's kind of a pain too. I'd rather do that though. I'd rather do them in a giveaway or something rather than sell them. They're not like super expensive or anything. I think they're all like 400 bucks each or something. Yeah, true. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that server. It's giving KSauce shit for it because he's like, oh, you need to be in the chat because like stuff's going down. And then I go and look, I'm like, why is Leor here? I'm like, didn't we like get rid of that guy? He's like, yeah, but he wanted to say his piece. I'm like, dude, why are you giving him the time of day? Just boot him. Who cares? It's like, oh well, people will be upset. I'm like, well, then boot them too. Like, I don't understand the problem. I'm not getting the problem here. You're just entertaining something that's not. It's just toxic. That's all it is. I think it's because they're both Jewish. I think that's what it is. So he wants to give him the chance to explain himself. He just wants to be appreciated. Yeah. Yep. He is putting in a lot of work. He's getting in shit with his job for it. So sometimes his efforts are just going in the wrong direction, I think. He's putting the effort in, it's just not doing the thing he wants it to do. Oh, HPCO, you keep giving it up at 350. Would you look at APDN? I would look at APDN. It is still going. This one's kind of hard to play because there's not really too much of a pullback like on almost any levels here. You're looking at 336 to 331, so 5 cent pullbacks. And now you're getting candles that's like the norm, right? 274 to 265. They're almost 10 cents candles. That's going to be hard to play. See, like it sounds like a good thing that you say it hasn't pulled back at all, but that makes it so hard to get in because I can almost guarantee the second I buy into this, it's going to pull back and stop me out. And then if you do wait for a pullback, that could be the end of the run because it hasn't pulled back yet. You're still holding PPSI. That's funny. Yeah, I right now it looks like it could be the one that bites you. I mean, the volume is still pretty. I mean, it's picked up a little bit of volume. It's about to break bullish on the MACD here, maybe, maybe. It's gonna have to cross that 20. It's got to cross the 20, and then you got the top band to worry about. If the top band opens up, then you got the 200 to worry about. I don't know. Let's look at this on a different scale. Okay, it's bad on like all scales. So, um, it's got a long ways to go. It's got a long ways to go. I mean, like maybe this is the floor. I mean, 250 looks like a floor here, so it's really hard to say. It's really hard to say. I've said it a couple times that this is going to be the one that bites you, and it hasn't. So you might just have that luck. This could go back up. Is it good or bad? I don't think it's either. I think it should just run up to 380 is what I think it should do, but it's probably not going to. Um, it's just being slow. There's not a lot of conviction in the stock. It could see some good gains. We've seen it higher, so we saw this at 380 today. I think it'll get back there. taking a picture of my dog. He's sleeping funny. Needs to bounce right now, you think? Good, yeah. Do I think that you should jump in on Peggy? It's been a pretty long consolidation, and we've seen this consolidation before. I'm pretty sure even yesterday we saw consolidations like this. Yeah, we saw consolidations, but it seems to have a habit that it consolidates and then dips and then gets back to doing what it was doing, and I think that's what it might do here as well. So we might see this consolidation and a dip. How far down, I don't know. It even did that earlier, where it consolidated and then dipped and ran, so I'm kind of waiting for that. I'm not in a position where I need to worry about it because I still have some shares, but it would be nice to see that dip so I could buy more. So the nice thing I'm seeing about HPCO currently is even if it's not a major trend, it is a very, very slight trend. Right? We're making higher lows like every time. It's not big higher lows, but there's very, very tiny ones. I don't know if I want to buy more HPCO. I definitely don't have enough to move the market, that's for sure. Peggy looks like it wants to break out here. I think it might just go. Yeah, it's not breaking higher highs, that's for sure. Be really nice if it could break that 350 area. IMUX with a nice drop down to the 830. You know what? I'm going to take this. IMUX about 830-ish. Yeah, 830. I want $9 out of it at least, and then an $8 stop. So we're gonna give it, 30 cents. I might cut it early, but we'll see. But I need to park that money somewhere, and this is a pretty good drop, and we see that there's support levels, and we're seeing still higher lows and higher highs, so it's still bullish. I think that's probably the best case scenario. Ooh, lots of volatility in Peggy going from 740 down to $7 there. So this could be the dip. We could be seeing that dip I was talking about. Now I wish it just goes because I just parked my money in IMUX. So all right, let's not see you dip any further than this. Continues to dip. AGFY going for it, 0.68 here. Where did I take? 0.67, so waiting until at least 0.69 for some more here. Where did I get in on IMUX? 832. There's 0.69, gonna take a little more off the table here. Taking more profit at AGFY, 0.69. We're so close to that 0.70 that I wanted. So close. Oh, we're so close. There it is. There it is. Come on. Literally a fraction of a cent. I'll cut. There we go. There we go. That's all I wanted. I'm not taking more profits here because I just took it last cent, but I'm just happy that it hit that number. That's all I wanted out of this. Do you think it's gonna bounce off the 795? I hope not. I hope not. I think there's a good chance we're still safe here. So Peggy looks like it's gonna go. Everything's just working out. AGFY 0.74. Okay, taking a little more off the table right now. Taking more off the table on AGFY 0.74-ish. Whoa, ish. We're killing it on this. Starting to run out of shares though, which is a little worrisome because I don't know how high this is going to go, but honestly, we went from 0.56 to 0.73. That is massive so far. Peggy's looking good. ADTX might come back. I'm still holding HPCO, still hoping. IMUX, we're still holding. IMUX is something that's still completely open. AGFI, something that's almost completely closed. But we can go over the money board now, since we're pretty much out of time. We made $558 today, which is not the highest day this month, but we're back to being in the 4% range, which is where we definitely want to be. We want to try and maintain that. It's going to show 3 losses. Yeah, I think it's showing 3 losses because I have an open trade that has nothing closed on it yet, so there's no percentage to go off of. But we're currently at 82.3%. I think that's going to go up a little bit when I close the IMUX trade, unless I actually just get a complete stop out on it. We are, yeah, it's showing a loss. We're at 85% today, which, you know, it's okay. It's not the best. We got 30% on AGFY. That was huge. And Peggy for 24 currently, but that could change as well. That could go up. This IMUX, if we get really lucky, maybe we hit $10. Maybe this goes up to 100% for the day. That would be really nice as well. But all in all, you know what? It's been better than yesterday, so I can't really complain. Anyways, it's pretty much time to hop off. It would be just my luck, wouldn't it? I hope it bounces here. Yeah, anyways, I'm going to hop off and just, you know, manage the trades and whatnot. Hopefully y'all made some money, and I will see you guys again tomorrow. Take care, guys. HPCO, I think it's still okay. I'm still holding it. We'll see where it goes. Take care, guys.